Hi, myself Rupati, belongs to Department of Mechanical Engineering, Sri Sharma College of Engineering and Technology. Today's topic is lubrication and cooling system. In IC engine, lot of moving parts are available in the IC engine. So lubrication system is required for reducing the wear and tear and heat generation. And due to continuous working of IC engine, so enormous amount of heat is generated by the combustion of fuel, so that to be reduced by using a cooling system. So these two topics we're going to discuss in this today's video. Lubrication system. So moving parts rubbing against each other, causing friction loss, because of which heat is generated and the engine parts wear easily. So due to this, power is lost due to friction, and to reduce the wear and tear and also the power loss of the moving parts, lubricant is used in between rubbing surfaces. And parts to be lubricated. So there are different parts to be lubricated for reducing the wear and tear. Main crankshaft bearing, big end bearing, gauge pin bearing, piston rings and cylinder valves, timing gears, camshaft, valve mechanism, electrical equipments, crank pin, piston pin bushes. And the functions of lubrication systems are: reduces friction between the rubbing surfaces, reduces wear and tear of the rubbing parts, reduces the temperature of the working parts, reduces the noise. To keep the rubbing parts clean by removing worn out materials and carbon dust, to act as a sealing between the cylinder and piston, it prevents the leakage of gases, to serve as a cushion against the shocks of the engine, to reduce the power lost due to the friction. So these are the various functions of lubrication system. There are different types of lubrication system: mist lubrication system or petrol lubrication system, wet sump lubrication system. In wet sump lubrication system, it's classified into four types: splash lubrication system, pressure lubrication system, gravity lubrication, semi pressure lubrication, and dry sump lubrication system. So splash lubrication systems. Normally in splash lubrication, splash means the lubrication oil will be splashed over the moving parts for reducing the wear and tears. So oil will be located in the oil sump. During each revolution of the crank, when the piston reaches BDC, the protrudes portion of the connecting rod. So protrudes portion of the connecting rod, it will scoop is dipped in the sump. Due to the centrifugal force of the revolving crank, the oil is splashed to the piston, cylinder valves, connecting rod, crank and crankshaft. Grooves are provided in the connecting rod to distribute the oil to the portion of splash directly. Grooves also facilitate flow of oil back to the sump for refuses. So see in this diagram, so this is the splash, this is a scoop. So the scoop will be take a oil from the sump and will be, due to the rotation of crankshaft, it will be flash the oil. So here the oils are splashed over the moving parts. So like this, the scoop will take a oil from the sump and it will be splashed over the moving parts for lubrication system. Then, to maintain proper oil level in the sump to ensure effective splashing, an oil gauge in the form of shot glasses can be installed in the pump. Since the oil is splashed by the centrifugal force of the revolving crank, the speed of the engine using the system should not be below 200 rpm. Then only the splash lubrication system will be work in proper manner. It is used in small output stationary IC engine. Pressure or forced lubrication system. So oil is stored in oil sump. Oil is pumped by the gear pump from the sump through an oil strainer at a pressure of about 2 kg F per meter square. High pressure oil is filtered in the filter and is flown to the main lead or gallery. From the main lead, oil is supplied to various smaller leads. Some of the oil from the main lead is supplied at high pressure to the crankshaft main bearing. Some of the oil from the main lead supplied at high pressure to the crankshaft main bearing, from where the oil flows to the connecting rod big end bearing through the diagonal holes. So oil from small end bearing flows to the piston and cylinder valves at a same pressure. Camshaft is also lubricated from one of the smaller leads of the main leads. See here, In this picture, there will be a leads are given that the dotted line the oil will be passing to all the moving components. This is the main lead. So both the side bearing we are having a main lead. From the main lead the oil will be moving to all the moving parts. After lubrication oil falls into the sump. An oil pressure gauge is connected to the main gallery. The pressure lubrication system is used for engine which are exposed to high engine load. Supply of oil under prescribed pressure and maintenance of correct sump of vital important for the safety as well as efficient engine operation. This is the high pressure lubrication system. Then mist lubrication. It is used for two-stroke cycle engine, scooters and motorcycle. We are using this type. 3 to 6% of lubricating oil is added with the petrol in petrol tank. Oil and fuel is injected through the carburetor. The petrol is vaporized. Oil in the form of mist goes into cylinder via crankcase. Bearing, piston, connecting rod, cylinder walls are lubricated by this oil mist. If insufficient quantity of oil is mixed with petrol, the lubrication is inadequate and under severe condition may even result in the seizure of the engine. So you have to maintain the proper level of oil in the engine. On the other hand, the large portion would give rise to exhaust smoke and deposition of carbon in the cylinder head and exhaust port. So advantages, system is very simple and low cost. Disadvantages, suitable only for small engine. If the oil added is less, there will be not be sufficient lubrication. It may result in the seizure of the engine. If the oil added is more, it will lead to exhaust smoke and carbon deposit in the cylinder, exhaust port and plugs. Dry sump lubrication system. It is similar to a pressure lubrication system, but lubrication oil is not kept in the oil sump, hence it is called a dry sump system. In this system is oil is kept in the separate oil tank. Oil is fed to the engine by using pressure pump. The oil which falls into the sump of the engine during working is sent back to the engine means by separate pump, scavenging pump. This system is applicable in aircraft. Then cooling system. Air is made to contact with the cylinder block. So normally the cooling system is classified into two types, air cooling system and water cooling system. So air is made to contact with the cylinder block and head and take away to excessive heat. So normally in two-wheeler during the time of running, it's having fins over the surface of the cylinder valves. To increase air contact area on the cylinder block and the cylinder head, fins and ribs are made. Air cooling is mostly used in small cars as well as engine of motorcycles and scooters. Air cooling is used for heavy diesel engine as used is each tractor, Kirloskar generator jet engine. Motorcycles flow of air is achieved by forward motion. Cars air is thrown over the engine by a fan or blower built up into the engine flywheels. Advantages, engine weight is less, engine requires less space. Design of air cooled system is simple and less costly. No danger of leakage of coolant, no water freezing hazard, no maintenance of water pump. Installation is easy. It does not require radiator heaters or piping connection. Disadvantages, air cooling engine produces more sound. Volumetric efficiency is less. Air cooling system is not suitable for multi-cylinder engine. Water cooling system. Water is used to take away the heat. Water is circulated through water jacket around combustion chamber cylinders, valve seats and valve stem. Water takes heat of the combustion and it is cooled by the radiator fan for water recirculation. Main parts in the water cooling system are radiator, pressure cap, fan and fan belt, water jacket in cylinder block, thermostat, hoses, water and water pump. So thermosipon natural cooling system. So natural cooling system, the water flow in natural manner. The water will be flow due to density difference. Wherever density difference is there, obviously the water will be flow from higher density side to lower density side. Force required to circulate water through the system is difference in pressure gauge due to hot water and cold water. Then water when heated up become hot and light, hence it moves up. At the same time the water at the top being cool and heavy, it moving down. So hot water is moving up and cold water is moving down. So this water circulation, natural circulation is called it as a thermosipon cooling system. Limitation, more quantity of water is required Complete system will stop working in case of damaging or choking hose pipe. Dead weight of vehicle is increases for carrying more water and bigger radiator. The use of this system is recommended for small capacity engine. Then engine should be placed as low as possible in relation to the radiation, since the force causing the flow is limited by the temperature difference of hot and cold water. Forced water cooling system. Most commonly used system for cooling the engine. So water pump is used to pump the water from the lower tank of radiator to cylinder, and cylinder gets to water jacket. Water is circulated with the help of pump. The pump is driven by the means of which is driven by the crankshaft. Advantages: as water is in direct touch with the cylinder walls and cylinder head, it takes away heat quickly. For multi-cylinder engine, it is more suitable than air cooling system. This system is cheap because water is cheap and easily available. Engine temperature can be controlled properly due to use of thermostat. See this picture. In this picture, it's a radiator. That's upper tank. It's having a hot water. Then lower tank, it's having a cold water. It will be moves around the cylinder surfaces. So here, it passing over the uh, cylinder. This is engine temperature can be controlled properly due to use of thermostat. Water jacket reduces the engine noise. Engine with water cooling system can fitted in any position in the vehicle. Uniform cooling of valve, cylinder head and cylinder is possible with the water cooling system. Disadvantages: weight of radiator with water pump. Water freeze at 0 degree temperature. Water boils and evaporate at 100 degrees Celsius. Water corrodes the metal parts in the system. Pump requires considerable power compared with the power required for the fan. Initial and maintenance are higher. It is dependent on supply of water. Serious damage may caused in the case of failure of the cooling system. Thank you.